disband as a group, we need to make some preparation for the next phase of our relationship. And I will just say to those of you who weren't in the small group at the far end of the room this morning, that thinking about your transition to going home and back to work would probably be a good idea. That the people that you've been away from will be wondering what you've been doing or not. The ones close to you might be a little concerned about, you know, have you changed? Are you different? Are you the same? Or they may not be the slightest bit interested except to know that you're back and that you will be doing dinner tonight. Your colleagues at work, likewise, may be relieved that you can come back and pick up your workload and they can get on with theirs. Or they may be really curious and want to know everything that you've learned. So thinking about how you will relate to those different groups of people might be a good investment, perhaps as you're travelling or pottering around over the next day or two. You know, would it be useful to say, look, it's been a big experience. It doesn't kind of fit into a sentence. Can I just have a little bit of time to think about how this relates to the workplace, and then I'll write a bit of a report in a week or two and share it with you then. Or how are you, darling? What's been happening in your life over the past 3 weeks? And actually do some listening before you get into spilling what's exciting for you. So just to throw that in. Now, this afternoon, before you go, we need to make sure that you're assigned to a learning group. And the learning group will be a collection of you based around the time that you're most likely to be available for an online discussion. So on the board where you put your X's the other day, thank you, I've now got 3 columns. One is Wednesday and one is Thursday. That was where there was a lot of crosses. I've put Monday. I haven't actually put times on any of them. So if you pick your day, Wednesday and Thursday will definitely be evening times. Monday, we can kind of see who's choosing that spot and work out, does it need to be during the day or a 6 o'clock or an evening to kind of fit the most of you. If you really have a challenge with any of those times, we'll negotiate that privately. So there will be tasks that we'll give you for each month, something to do or read or look at or practice to then come and share in a discussion about. There will also be something for you to do and discuss in a group of around 4 or so. We figured that's probably manageable for 4 of you to negotiate a time to either madly exchange emails or to get on Skype or into the Zoom room and manage a discussion yourselves. And so at this stage, that will be about half a learning group. And maybe people in the same time zone or similar time zone might be able to work together, or maybe just people who feel like you have a shared interest or a common thread. And it's just for the next 3 months, so we'll see that can be renegotiated if necessary. Then we'll ask you to pick someone to be your study buddy. And there will be things that will encourage you to communicate with each other about on a more regular basis. Someone just to check in with every now and again, whether you do that by exchanging emails, whether you live near enough to get together occasionally and practice something or talk together, or whether you do that by Skype or Zoom or whatever. Your study buddy could be anyone in the room. It doesn't have to be from your learning group. Okay, this is terribly complicated, but we'll work it out. Your study buddy should be someone that that you feel a little bit of a connection with, perhaps, or that you have an interest in getting to know a bit better over the next 3 months, that that you're willing to commit to checking in with periodically. So we'll go and write on the board a bit later, but first I would like to just take you to the website and orient you. So are you all familiar with the Feldenkrais Institute website? Yep, you all went there and found your application form and various information. Whoops, that's not the focus. Is that better? Yep. Okay, so that's the page that you see when you arrive. You know you can go and look in training. Oops. Melbourne 2017 to find the schedule. So if you want to know what dates there are or who's teaching in the next segment, that's where you find it. Okay, there's the timetable for the next 3 years. If you've got friends or colleagues or family who kind of express a little bit of interest in the Feldenkrais method, you can have a look on the event list or calendar and see what's coming up that maybe they would like to go along and get an experience of the Feldenkrais method. So coming up in a fortnight or thereabouts is a Feldenkrais Fundamentals program in Brisbane. It was so popular last time that we couldn't fit everybody in. So we're having another go up there. In March, there'll be one in Sydney, and later in March, there'll be one in Melbourne, and we're looking to get some dates for South Australia as well. The main place you'll want to go is over here to resources and into the knowledge base. And I will send you an email with all this documented carefully for you, so don't get too anxious about trying to remember it all. The knowledge base is kind of the resource centre or the library, or however you like to think of it. And sadly, you're greeted by this rather unfriendly message. But, you know, that helps you to remember that it's a private place for us. So the first time you go there, you will actually need to click on and register. It'll ask you to put in your email address, and let's have a look. Now it asks for a username as well. Then to prove that you're a human being, you need to type in those funny words, and then you hit register, and within seconds you should have an email saying, welcome, here's your password. Now, at that point, you might be feeling quite excited, but don't. Because at that same moment, an email will be sent to me saying this person has registered as a new user. And if I'm online, I will immediately go into the back end and change your permissions so that you can actually get to see something. If you go to the knowledge base, let's pop back. At that time, you'll be able to get as far as the front door. So next time you come back and see this page, you'll actually put your email address in there and your password, and you'll be able to log in. And I think you'll be able to see the kind of the doors that go off the foyer, but apart from general interest, you won't be able to get any further until I've had a chance to receive that email and give you permission to our room. Once you've got that, I'll shoot you a little email saying all done. You can get in now, and then you'll be able to go into the area that is just for you guys. Now, once you're there, you'll find this collection of bits and pieces, which will grow over time. I use little icons to help you find what you're looking for, and maybe or maybe not helpful, but anyway. The little TV indicates that's where you find the videos. Okay? There it is. Okay, it's a private place. It's even more private than the general area. It's secret COS2 business. And so in order to actually see things in the library, you're going to need another password. But we've written it there because only you can see it anyway. And once you've saved it and used it and saved it, it will just happen automatically. But here's the door to the... Oh, it's not working. Normally, when you click that, all right, the link's broken. I will go a different way and find it. No. Okay. All right, when I fix that, you click on library, you'll come to here, and it says hello and welcome. And there's some basic information there that tells you what to do. And you better bloody not. Sorry. Yes, lots of funny words are written on websites. The understanding that we have, and those of you who've signed your student agreements have already signed an agreement that the video is for your private use only. It is not for sharing around with other people or putting on YouTube or any of that sort of stuff. Last time I looked, there was a little calendar there that said 2017. 2017, yeah, whatever year this is, it said that, which you could click on. Up, up, up. There it is. Okay, sorry, it's still there. And now you can see you have a choice of segment 1 audio or segment 2 video. Now, what we've done, every time there's been an activity, the camera's been on, we've recorded that as a video, and that will allow you to watch and listen to the whole thing. It streams from the sky. You can watch it on your computer. That should be how it stays. I won't say any more. Many things are possible in this world. The intention is that it's available anytime by streaming. I will say no more. However, the Awareness Through Movement lessons, we've also saved a separate audio file which you can download. So if you want to redo the ATM lessons, you can download those onto your computer or your iPod or your phone or your whatever, your device, and you can keep those and play them, you know, at home as many times as you like. Okay, we figured you don't necessarily need to do that with a discussion or an activity in the same way, so you have the whole video for those. If you want to watch an ATM and see, you know, how were people doing that or what was going on in the room, you have that option as well. So let's just very quickly have a look at that. At this stage, I think the first time you come in, you would be asked for a password. Because I've been in before, It doesn't ask me anymore. The secondary one, the Felden.COS123. Okay, and there we go. There's you, me, and Susan. Sorry? No, it's broken down into every activity. So each time we changed between a discussion or an ATM or an activity or whatever. Okay, let me finish, go back here. So you have a list. Go to day 1A video, day 1B video, day 1C video. How do you know what it was? Okay, there's a key. All right, let's pop back here. All right, so that was in the private library where the recordings are. Back here in the knowledge base, there are other things for you to see. So in a few days, sometime within the next week or two, hopefully we will have filled in over the next month. Please prepare this for your discussion. Here's the things that you might like to practice and talk to your study buddy about and so forth. So you can click on that and find that information. This I encourage you to download and either, depending on your preference, print it or put it on your tablet or whatever you use. That's the story of what we've done. That will help you find which video or audio you might want to look for. Okay, the intention is that we'll set it up so that there's a little a calendar for the beginning of each week saying ATM and its name, discussion about, activity practicing, and then after that there'll be some text with a bit more information about the details of some of those things that we did, so that it's quick to find things, hopefully, and but there is more detail if you want it. So that's an important document, and there'll be one of those for each segment when we're together. Then there'll be other things such as the contact list, where you can find, you know, who's in my learning group, what's the email for Sue, or Zoran, or you all know my email by now, and other lists that might be relevant. We will have that little icon on as well. Things like the PowerPoints that Zoran's shown will be up there as well. I'll figure a way to label those to make them easy to find. And, you know, other documents that we think might be useful or helpful for you, things that you might want to read or have reference to. I did have your landmarks for learning there, and it's vanished. So I don't know why, but it did. I'll have to put it back again. So that's pretty much what you need to know about the knowledge base at the moment. Only one, but the password that gets you into the videos is written on the screen there for you. Everybody uses the same one. You put that in once when you come into the knowledge base, and you know your unique one. Yep. It doesn't ask for a username at that point, I don't think. It's just asks the password, and you put in the Felden COS123. Okay. Now Nina has been setting up this part with the videos for us and doing a lovely job, and you know they're there already, which is incredible. Other groups have had to wait till later when somebody's gone home and gone back to work and had time to do that. So it's fabulous that it's there so quickly. But because we've both logged in before, it doesn't ask us for a password anymore, so it's a bit hard to. Yes. Yep. Okay, so Chrome might be the best bet. Yep. Okay. So I'm on Chrome at the moment, and if you have that option, or Firefox, there you go. Sure. And if your connection's not brilliant, what you do is get the picture there, press pause, go and make a cup of coffee or beverage of your choice, and give it time to sort of load a little bit and buffer. Yep. And then by the time you come back, hopefully it'll flow through. So no. When you first go to the knowledge base, it will say you can't get in, it's for students only, and there's a button that says register, and that's where you type your name in and your email, and it will automatically send you an email. Yep. Yes. Yep. And I will tomorrow send you all an email with a summary of what I've just explained so that you've got it in writing. Okay, any particular questions about that at this stage? Yep. Whenever you like. Yep. A study buddy. Yep. So let's see if we can get that organised now. Could you please go and put your name in one of those 3 columns on the board, and we'll see if we can get you approximately evenly divided. If you have a strong preference, go there quickly. If you're not that fussed, come in the second wave. You may join in. Yes. It probably means 7-ish, 7:30. Yeah. Yep. So 7:30, 8. It can be negotiated amongst you a little bit. Now the reason there's a horizontal line is not about AM and PM. No. It's about which half of the group you end up in. So some of you might need to move up or down later, but just, yeah. There were some people who had put a preference. No, you only get one. Yeah, no. We just need to see where people are falling and then negotiate the details as required. Anna, could you please put an initial beside that? Thank you. Yes. Jane? Yes, and there's another one, Lucy, who hasn't started yet. Yes. Yep. Yeah. Yes, I think she's still deciding if she's continuing. She told me she'd see what she can work out and get back to me. I haven't heard. So hopefully she will, and we'll try and plug her in. Yeah. Yeah, but Lucy was definite that she was keen to start. She's a horse rider and riding instructor and so forth. So, no, I think probably competition riding. Sounded fairly high level and yeah. She's at Wistow, is it? Or Winstow? Or... Susan said it's just up in the hills. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yep. How are we doing? Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 on Monday. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, Thursday's pretty full. Oh no. You're going over here. Great. Lovely. Do you have a strong constraint?
No, but Monday was the
Julie's here. Well, Monday, I think it probably will because the majority were below the line. But there's a few people still needing to sign on. Yeah, I think for the moment it looks like we're lobbing on evening. Yes. So so it might mean it's 8 o'clock if she's got to finish work at 5 or something. Yep. Well, about an hour. Yeah, sort of. So it's once a month. Yep. Okay. Are you on, Helen? Lucky. Okay. No, it's just we'll divide you in half for the small group later. Yep.
So I've got that up.
Yep. Yep. Melbourne 2017. Yep, there's your schedule.
Yep. And then in terms of library stuff.
You have to go back up a level. Oh, no, sorry, that was it. Resources.
Oh, okay, was it there?
Yeah, you went too fast. Resources. Yeah, try that. Knowledge base. Yep, that's it.
Okay. And when it comes up,
yep.
I've already registered.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Right, when did you do that? Oh, okay. Okay, so you'll get an email with the password. Okay.